from Accra, the vegetation will tell you the richness or how rich the people are. So, from here you go to the eastern region, you see the vegetation, you see the food they sell along the roadside. It tells you something about the people. Then you go to Ashanti, Brongahafo, Tichiman. Then as you get to the north, you see the things they display by the roadside. It tells you charcoal. So it tells you they are not very rich. So I've really learned a lot by blending village life or countryside life with city life.
Okay, so let's talk about city life. I mean, where precisely were you, did you grow up? In Dansoman?
Darkuman.
In
Darkuman. I grew up at Darkuman.
How was Darkuman life like?
Well, it's not the richest neighborhood. I was a quiet type. I grew up there. I saw people. I related to people, but it was a poor, relatively poor community, I must say. So they didn't see much of development. So you see the harsh life. You see people behaving a certain way. But I think I was very studious, and for me, I didn't relate very well with the people. I kept to my books, and that was. But it's a great community with different, diverse backgrounds. So you learn to grow out of poverty. For me, that's what I took out of. You could grow out of poverty, and so you know what poverty is, how poor people live, and if you grow out of poverty, how you should manage your resources, not to return to poverty.
Did that inform your choice of research areas? Because I realize that you've also done research into poverty and all that. I mean, growing up from that area, I mean, some of the things you saw, did they inform your choice of becoming a researcher and also researching into these areas?
It did significantly, because you live with poor people. You've seen poor people and how to get them out of poverty, what it means, inequality means to people, how to prevent civil unrest, how to make people happy. What are their challenges? It could be health, it could be education, sometimes even lack of information. There are brilliant young guys out there. The mentality is mainly to travel, but if we could educate them and show to them that, look, there's more to just traveling. Yes, you could travel to further your education, but you could earn a living decently whilst in Ghana. I think we need to motivate and educate some of these young ones.
So you didn't make friends in your area. Which part of Darkuman did you live? Because I know that area very well.
There's a place called Circle Station.
Circle Station.
Yes, Darkuman official town.
Okay. So you
that
didn't
area.
make friends around?
Oh, I did. I did make friends. I had friends from school. I had friends from the locality.
So which school did you attend before Wesley Grammar?
Before Wesley Grammar, I went to a school at Abeka called St. Thomas Preparatory School.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
St. Thomas.
St. Thomas Preparatory School near Harrow. I mean, if you know Harrow,
yes,
St. Thomas.
At that time, Harrow was
also on top. Harrow was much bigger than St. Thomas. Okay. And then behind it, you find a Catholic public school as well. That is where I took my common entrance examination. Okay.
And what kind of friends did you make in Darkuman? I know there were a lot of Muslims around that area. Equally, I mean, it's like a cosmopolitan area. You have others, you have Gans, but particularly a lot more Muslims in that area. What kind of friends did you make? What influence did they have on you? And how did it even impact on your growing up?
My bosom friend at the time was a Gan, and he attended Wesley Grammar School. So we related very well. I had a few Muslim friends, but not too close, because I was studious, so I associate with very people who are studious. I had a Muslim friend, but he didn't live in Darkuman. He lived at Abeka. He's now in the US. But I had Muslim friends and friends from the other tribes. But my friendship basically depends on people who are studious. If you are studious, then you are my friend. I like book. I like studying. That's for me.
So if you wanted to gallivant, I mean, they won't find you there.
No, they won't find me. I mean, so we greet each other. We are so,
all the expeditions, going to play football, doing all those things, you didn't participate in any of that?
Well, playing football was a local football, within the area. We had a park we played football, but not to go to the community where they had a community park and played football. And I didn't really like that because oftentimes, I mean, you know that, command. Sometimes after matches they fight.
Yes.
And I don't think I like those kinds of environment. I'm the peaceful, quiet type. So I don't like where there is trouble. I try to stay away from trouble. I like football a lot, but where I see that there could be trouble, I avoid those areas.
So then, after St. Thomas,